Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us tonight at the Calexico Unified School District Board of Trustees board meeting. Call to order. Janet?
Trustees present this evening are Trustee Ciro Calderon, Trustee Romero, Trustee Alvarado, and Trustee Lorenzo Calderon Jr., with Trustee Magallanes absent. You have a quorum.
Thank you, Ms. Burgos. A2, Pledge of Allegiance. Mr. Horton, can you lead us, please? Thank you, Mr. Horton. B, presentation, Enrique Camarena Junior High School Representative, Sasha Leos. Do we have her here present?
Hello, Ms. Leos. Feel free to unmute your microphone and turn on your camera if you wish to. Thank you very much for joining.
Thank you. Good evening, board members and guests. Enrique Camarena Junior High School ASB leadership has put several events. The purpose of these events is to build a sense of community and to encourage school spirit. In December, we had our annual tradition of the tree lighting where we had snacks, food, and drinks. Following that, we had our very festive winter carnival where our guests enjoyed pizza, tamales, drinks, snacks, and more. ASB also had a successful charity toy drive, and all donations went to Calexico students in need. And in January, we are preparing for our first pep rally with a performance from the Calexico High School cheerleaders. We will also be announcing all of our school athletes. Our very next exciting event is that we may even have an outdoor Valentine's dance under the stars. Thank you for your time and have a good evening.
Thank you very much. Public comments, closed session items only. First speaker is Bob Nelson. I think the mic's
There, okay. Hi, my name is Bob Nelson. I'm a teacher at Mains Elementary. Been with the district since 2000. Talking with other teachers throughout the district regarding our negotiations, we're in our 5th year without a contract. Teachers are furious. They're upset, frustrated. They're losing faith in you, a lot of faith. We need our raise. 17-18, 18-19, 19-20, that's 3 years that have passed. Pay up. They have nothing to do. You're desperate. You're dying to give up, make sure we have a cap. Forget the cap. Take care of those 3 years. Give us our raise that we deserve. The teachers who retired, they as well deserve an increase in their retirement, in their STIRS. Then we go into 20, 21, and 21, 22. Then you have 22, 23 in the future, but hey, the insurance, that's already been covered. And to me, it seems like you're out of compliance, because now we're in our 5th year without a contract. Get the facts, get this ironed out. Why are we dragging on for a 3rd mediation? What is it? It makes no sense. Give us our contract. You want that cap, then we're not hearing any offers. We don't care for any, what happened? We don't want no cap on our insurance, but if that's where we have to go, what kind of incentives are you offering? Still off, but I guess my voice is loud enough. I'm loud enough in the classroom. So what is it that there are many things you could be offering. You could reduce the anniversary. We're at 5 years. The other districts are 2-3 years for an anniversary. Fix that. And so teachers have, in our district have been sitting there 5 years, not a single penny of increase they have seen from their, whether they're 15th, 20th, whatever year they're in. Give us our raise. Stop this beating around the bush and stuff. Pay up. If you still got to cry over 22, 23, well, take care of the past now. Wrap it up. Quit wasting our time. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nelson. Next speaker is Xavier Rodriguez.
Should we do a mic test before, or are we okay? Audio's good? Yeah? All right. Hello, everybody. My name is Xavier Rodriguez, ACT president. Hindsight is always 20/20. When we look back at how this year was handled, what are the things we're going to look back to and wish we had done differently? How are we going to feel about the current rise of COVID cases? Will we be satisfied with the protocols we had in place? Will we be happy with the type of information given to staff and the community and be satisfied with how the information was disseminated? What about our staffing issues? Is there anything that could have been done to handle the shortages we still face almost 6 months into the school year? Were these issues really out of our control, or could things have been handled differently? People are scared to come to work because there are so many questions they have to ask themselves every morning. What if I get sick? What if I get someone else sick? Who will take care of my children? What if I run out of sick days? What if I start getting docked hours? If I get docked hours, will I be able to afford my bills, to pay my bills next month? These are not hypothetical questions I thought of before coming here today. These are questions I've been asked by ACT and CSEA members since we came back from winter break. I have no doubt you've been asked the same questions. I have no answers to offer them other than I've been told the state might pass something soon. It kills me a little every time I give that answer because I know the words might and soon don't offer them the security they need. I give that answer because that's the answer CUSD has given me time and time again. Whenever I ask if there's anything we can do, regardless of what the state is doing, I get the same paraphrased answer I was given before, followed by, I wish there was more we could do. Which always leaves me with a sense of unease because is there really nothing else this district can do? Only naivety will tell us that our staffing shortages cannot be resolved. Every day people ask how negotiations are going. Well, we just finished our second impasse meeting and we'll have our third meeting in February. While confidentiality agreements keep us from disclosing any details, it's not difficult to make an assumption of how we're doing. We are now past 5.5 years without a contract and approaching our third impasse meeting. Governor Newsom just announced record funding for public education. $102 billion are going to public schools in the state of California. The estimate is over $20,000 per student, an increase of $7.9 billion from last year, and a 5.33 COLA increase. At what point does CUSD stop claiming that the current astronomical budget reserves, combined with a record budget for next school year, won't be enough to give their staff the salary increase they have been owed for more than 5 years now? It's time to retire the narrative that loses credibility with every passing day. We are in the middle of a new COVID surge, and yet here we are in the same place we were during the last one. It's time to stop enriching lawyers and invest that money in the people that actually spend every school day with our students. I think it's really important that people know that the majority of you have opened a line of communication with me, and for that, I am thankful. We all seem to want the same things. We want what is best for our students, our staff, and our community. But we really have to ask ourselves if the road we're on has taken us where we want to be. I've spoken to most of you and told you what I think needs to happen. To the person I haven't spoken to or had a chance to speak to, I'd like to hear your thoughts as well. Every day that passes only increases the unneeded animosity and confusion that everyone feels. Please show us through your actions what I know you want to do. Let's heal this district and make it the best home we can. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker, Alisa Rosas. Alisa Rosas.
Well, good evening to everybody. I just wanted to speak about a few things that I've witnessed throughout my years in high school. Well, first of all, I will not mention any names just because of personal and, of course, legal reasons. I think one of the most traumatic things that I've experienced in high school was, it was like any normal day, and one of my teachers just collapsed in the middle of his lecture. Due to the amount of stress that they were, going through. The only reason that I didn't really question it was because, stress, everybody has stress, personally. What I didn't know is that this teacher was working 3 jobs, working at school, and also went to school every single night to get his master's degree. I didn't really, think much of it after it because I was asked to stay silent about it. I didn't really know why. I was like, okay, I'm not going to speak about it, so I never really thought of it until today. And I questioned myself, why is my teacher working 3 jobs, working at school, and still going to school? This teacher had to support their family, and they were working overtime. And after that, I was scared that another teacher was going to collapse just because they were not getting paid enough. So I constantly live with the fear that another teacher might have the same situation. So I'm asking the district, why are you not doing anything to fix this issue? We as students care about our teachers. We're showing up here every single board meeting. I've been showing up to every single board meeting since my freshman year, and I have not seen any change. So I'm asking for the district to do something about it, because I do not want any teachers to face this, and I don't want to go through it again. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Last speaker is Angel de Dios.
Hello? Okay. Happy New Year. I know it's a new year. We all seen since we last saw each other. I wanted to talk about a few things, specifically COVID. I'm pretty sure some of the past speakers right now have talked about the surge in COVID cases, and it is pretty alarming. When I can notice that 1/3 of my classroom isn't there, it is pretty alarming. When I can tell you that more than 10 people that I know that have been close to me, or at least I've seen in school, got it, it's concerning. I'm scared every day, and I'm told that I cannot go home, I can't quarantine because I need to show symptoms. It is literally really draining to go every single day and worry about whether or not I'm gonna get COVID. Now, to get personal on a real note right now, around the beginning, towards the end of sophomore year, so it was the beginning of the pandemic, my mother had to be hospitalized for around 2 weeks. She was on the brink of dying, but she survived. Yet, what happened next was I lost 3 family members, an uncle and 2 aunts. Recently, this aunt died not less than a month ago. And I still showed up to the board meeting. I still showed up to last. I still did finals, and it was the week before of that. And not only was that impactful, but I saw how her life changed. And I now know what real change is. So I'm giving you a real personal story of a student. And I know I'm not the only person. I know I've been lucky. I know that my mother survived and was lucky. But there are many students out there who are losing family members. But not just students. It's teachers, it's staff members that have to take their siblings, either their kids, to the ICU because they aren't surviving. COVID has not officially actually, let me rephrase that. COVID has and it still continues to suck the life out of every community member here, whether it be physical or mental. And I've noticed it in one specific staff member that has touched my heart recently, who I know that because of this whole teacher union will be leaving soon shortly, and I'm currently wearing a sweater that she gave me from one of the universities I would like to go attend. Seeing her give this to me, seeing her believe in me, and finally understand that students out there are there for her, really, really made my heart. She is struggling out here. She's a mom, and I am so proud of her. And I cannot believe that every single day you fail one of these staff members that you have. Every single day, that staff member has to teach, take care of students, and also go home and take care of their families. So I just want to get really personal, and I hope you do something around COVID. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We go on to the announcement of convening into closed session. Thank you.
Nothing to announce.